growing up in the professional beauty industry, you'd think I would hate all things salon, spa, and barbershop. And actually, I did at one point. But it turns out today, I do not hate those things anymore. So, this episode, I share some real life lessons that I've learned by working in the industry. And now being a leader and an authority in the industry and connecting with so many amazing professionals. Let's get to it. Are you a beauty or barber pro looking for that push to do that thing you've always wanted to do, whether it's in or out of the salon, spa, or shop? Are you tired of not feeling good enough, smart enough, skilled enough? Are you tired of not getting a handle on your mental health, boundaries, and insecurities? I'm Krystine Sherwood, the BeautyPro coach, an internationally certified coach, a salon and spa owner, and your personal Jiminy Cricket. I use my own experiences, good and bad, as a salon owner to help you be more self-aware, authentic, and forward-thinking in your approach to life, in and out of the salon. It's time to reach your version of success with the Beauty Pro Coach podcast. Hey, babes. So, this is another topic I feel like we've talked about before on the podcast, but obviously we're here again because it needs to be heard again and it needs to be said and spoken about. So, I am sharing 10 life lessons I have learned working in the professional beauty industry. And I apply these life lessons to every area of my life, obviously. I find the salon to be my personal safe space. I want that to be a safe space for my clients, for my team, because this is where we learn about people. This is where we learn about family, who we truly are, and it's where you learn about yourself in every area of your life. You learn what you can and cannot do just as a human being. And so I really want to get to these points. So I'm just going to jump into it. So, like the intro said before I get into these points, I did not always like the beauty industry. I actually, when I was younger, I wanted absolutely no part of it. I was like, ew, my mom does this. I don't want to do this. I'm going to be something else. And it's just funny how life brings you right back to exactly where you need to be. Life brings you back. God brings you back to where you need to be. So it's really interesting. So anyway, first life lesson is humility. And I remember going to the hair shows growing up, and I would hear this at the shows. And now all of a sudden, like, you don't hear about this anywhere. And it's very strange to me, actually. And I personally feel like that's why so many stylists and beauty pros and barbers coming up now, their egos are bigger than the freaking planet. And it's because this isn't being taught. So I I like I said before, I used to look down on hairdressing and salon life, like just like the clients that come in, and that was me. Okay. I figured that the real way to go was to be a lawyer, to become a doctor, a veterinarian, something where the money was, until I realized, thanks to Robert Cromeans himself, you make your own opportunities. Okay. You decide what you become in this life, right? As long as you stay humble. And I will say, ever since having the Beauty Pro podcast and starting this podcast and chatting with celebrity top dogs, right? There are some who do not have any humility, and they think they are the greatest gift to mankind and the beauty world. Even in my own salon, I have seen stylists come and go. Stylists, estheticians, makeup artists, they have come and go. Their egos get inflated and very quickly. And then they just as fast as they inflate, they pop, because when they realize that they're not the greatest, that they have to do the work, that even though my salon is an award-winning salon, it doesn't mean you're gonna get everything handed to you on a silver platter. You gotta work, right? So for me, humility is huge, and I'm so grateful for it because it keeps me real, and it helps me to be able to come onto this podcast, connect with you online, in person at the shows, over the air. Like, without humility, none of this would be possible. So that's a major lesson. The second is, don't ever work with family unless, and I know, like, I work with my mom every day, but this is different. I'm going to share it. Unless you are willing and 100% ready to discover who your family truly is and who your family members are in their core, I do not recommend working with your family. I do not recommend running a business with your family, because it can be very tricky. And I never believed this myself. Like, I work with my mom, obviously, like, hello, without her there would be no podcast, there would be no coaching, there would be nothing. But I have learned that my family is actually that nightmare client, right? Who nitpicks at everything. They refuse to put their head all the way back into the sink so you can wash them and not wet them. They criticize you on everything. And all of a sudden, they become really, really ultra sensitive to every hair on their head, right? When they work the front desk, like, forget it. Like, they will start. I have had family members work the front desk before, and they started arguing with the clients. Like, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? No freaking way. And so, my advice to you listening, if you're a spa owner, salon owner, booth renter, like, don't work with your family. Don't just don't do it. Work with your children. Teach your children. Make your kids sweep the floors, cut foils, dust shelves, do laundry. And they got to do it right. And here's the kicker, and you're probably going to freak out. Make your kids do these things as an assistant. Make them go through the assistant program, but don't pay them. Don't pay them. Why do I say that? Because first off, they're your kids. So they have to obey you no matter what. Free labor. Hello. And let me just make a note, like, I am not encouraging slave labor. Okay. Yes, the United States has labor laws in place. So be mindful of that. But my second point is that it's character building. And when we teach our children the meaning of hard work, it pays off. Okay. I'm telling you to have your kids help you in your business, not make them slaves so you don't go to jail, that the, family services don't come to get you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is this is a teaching tool. All right. The third point is they get to see you, their mother, their father, their parent, their guardian, in your element, doing what you love. They learn to see you for who you are as a human being first, and they pick up on that. Okay. That's exactly what happened to me. I was trained like an assistant earning her chair. I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to recommend retail. I learned how to wash hair, sweep the floors. Like, I learned how to communicate. I even had to learn how to answer the phones, okay? Like, this is what you want your kids to do. And this whole system helped me, and it helped me stay humble and keep my ego in check. Okay. Now it's just second nature. It's just like, I can't help it. Okay. That's what you want for your kids, I would think. The third life lesson that I learned, and this is for real. What we do in the salon, spa, barbershop, nail salon, like, what we do is a real job when you do it right. And what do I mean by that? If you are not drained emotionally, physically, communicatively, from my experience, you are not doing this profession correctly. I know a lot of people are gonna like, no, work smarter, not harder. Absolutely. I am there with you 100%. But I also know that a lot of people disrespect what we do. I was one of them. But I've learned that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. People will always want and say the exact opposite of what you have, what you offer, what you don't do. Like, the public always wants the opposite. Customer service mode, formulating chemicals, serving others is 100% a real job. And I have said this in my coaching programs, I have said this in class. When you take ownership and pride over your gifts and talents, this is 100% a real job. Okay? If I'm at a different point now in my career in the salon, but when I was assisting, I was 100. My feet hurt, my arms hurt, my mouth was dry, my eyes hurt, like, it was just everything was in pain, like, I was tired of talking, but we made sales. I helped every salon or every stylist make a sale, and that's what you want, okay? Okay, now I'm at a different place where I'm drained because, you know, we have to hire another stylist. The rent is due. We gotta buy more retail. Like, it's a different part of it now. Okay, number 4. Multitasking and saturating is not just a phrase. So if you were to come into my salon and one of the girls is doing another girl's client, you'll hear a joke throughout the salon. Saturate! Don't forget to saturate! Saturate! Like, it is that's like what we do because the it's part of our training, but we know that multitasking and saturation is not just a phrase because this is what we do every day. Hopefully. Hopefully, when you are applying color, you are saturating the hell out of that scalp so you don't miss any spots. But in all seriousness, like, we are in multiple industries at any given time. Okay. So from hospitality to greeting people, welcoming them in, to retailing, recommending services and products to people, to science, we're formulating chemicals in the back, to marketing, social media, email lists, TikTok, right? To service and healing, which is physical touch, rewarding people, right? To psychology, right? Listening and asking open ended questions to people so that we know how to help them, we know how to educate them, and then communication. If you loved this episode, subscribe to the Beauty Pro podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave your reviews, stars, feedback so I can continue bring the content you deserve and want most. Your feedback fuels this podcast. The more you give, the more you get back. You can follow me at The Beauty Pro Coach on Instagram and Facebook. Want to contact me directly? Email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com.